Hello, I'm Kristen. I have a really good chicken skewer recipe for you. This is a really good one. I made this for the first time the other night and it was so delicious. So, first of all, we're going to get the seasoning together for the chicken. So, this is ranch garlic parm chicken, so of course the ranch part is going to be ranch seasoning packet. So just dump 1.5 tablespoons of that in the bowl, and then we're going to have some dried dill. I'm going to put that in. Whole dried dill. Maybe you could use fresh if you wanted to, but I always have dried dill. And then I have some paprika. I'll list this recipe for you in the description box so you can get the full measurements. And then we have some garlic powder, onion powder. There we go, yes. And then a little bit of, a little bit of salt and pepper. Yes. I didn't think I put that in. Okay. Just ground up pepper. Yes, we know that's pepper. Just put that in, get a fork, and mix all those together. Mix. And now it is ready to put on the chicken a little bit later. Okay. So then I have a gallon size Ziploc bag, and I just put it over this big Pyrex measuring cup just so I could put the chicken in and oil it up and put the seasoning on a lot easier. So I'm just dumping in all of the chicken tenderloins. Those are tenderloins, by the way. And I've already cut the tendon off of these little tenderloin pieces. If you don't, it's really off-putting and really chewy and not good when you're eating it. So always remove the tendon. And then I put a bunch of canola oil and the ranch seasoning mix, and I'm just smushing it around, or there goes the seasoning mix. And I'm just gonna move it around and make sure that all of the chicken pieces are coated in the seasoning mix. And then I'll just keep it in the fridge until I'm ready to grill these off later. Yep, get it on there nice and good there. Okay, and then I have some bamboo skewers, and I have them soaking in water. This is to make sure they don't burn up on the grill. Very important. And then I'm just taking a skewer and putting them on lengthwise. And the directions say to make sure that there's no spaces in between each piece of chicken. So that's what I'm doing. This will help ensure that they are moist, apparently. And it worked because they were. This was so good. These were so good. It's a lot of butter. Okay, it is a stick of butter in this recipe. But it's worth it sometimes. You just got to have that butter, okay? They were so moist, delicious. So happy I made this. I'm going to make this again for sure. I'll miss this recipe when it's wintertime again and we can't use the grill anymore for the wintertime. I mean, does anybody try to grill during the wintertime? Because I do sometimes. I'll get a wild hair and I gotta make something on the barbecue in the wintertime, and it's just never the same. It's never as good. So there's that. Okay, now I'm gonna make the garlic parmesan butter. And I'm doing mine on the stovetop, but feel free, if you want to do it in the microwave, you can do it in the microwave. So 1 stick of butter goes in the pan. Then I have 1 whole head of garlic, minced it up really good, and then I put it in there with the butter. I'm going to let that, it's on probably medium to medium low. And I'll just let those two get to know each other in the pan. And they have. So I'm going to add in some dill weed. I'm just kind of eyeballing this part because I just don't need to measure it all the time. So I just took it off the heat a little bit because, it's getting kind of hot on the burner there, a little bit too hot. And then there's onion powder. And then red pepper flake. I put those in. And then I'm going to put the ranch seasoning mix in there. We've got to add some more of that in and really drive home the ranch part of this recipe. So then take my spoon and mix it all together, just like so. And then I have grated Parmesan cheese. I bought, just a wedge of Parmesan, and then I grated it myself. And then once the Parmesan has melted in the butter sauce, then we're gonna take just like a 1/3 cup of it out to reserve for after the chicken is done, because then I'll brush on a little bit more of the butter sauce after the chicken's done. But in the meantime, with the leftover in the pan, I'll just brush over all of the chicken before I put it on the grill. And then I'm also grilling up some corn to go along with the chicken. So the corn is done. I'll take it off the grill, slap on the chicken skewers, and then I'll let these grill for about 4 or 5 minutes per side. Turning them over halfway. Got to extinguish that fire there. There we go. Now we're safe. Okay, and then I'll brush on even more of the butter sauce. Baste them, as you will. Baste it. And then they're done. Look. Oh, they look so good. They look delicious. This was so good. Make this. You'll love it. Yummy, yum. Okay, and then here is the reserved butter sauce. So as I said before, I'm going to put a little bit more on with this on the chicken after it's done. And this is a clean basting brush, by the way. I own 2, so I just used a clean one. We don't want to cross-contaminate. Use a clean brush and brush on some more of the garlic butter sauce. And dinner is ready. And I'm going to sprinkle on a little bit of Italian parsley just to make it look even more delicious. And it is. These were so good. I was even afraid that I overcooked the chicken a little bit, but it was still really moist and good. It wasn't overdone at all. And then I just roasted some Yukon Golds to go along with it. And then, of course, ta-da, the corn. This dinner was really good. It's a really great summer dinner. So next time you want to grill out, if you need some new inspiration, try this recipe. As I said before, I will have it linked in the description box for you. And I hope you try it. So I'll see you guys in the next one.